Thank you. I think what I meant or what I said precisely is that from the commission's point of view, we hadn't seen any persons or individuals bringing forth the information to the commission, alleging the violations of human rights based on racism. And that is not to say that it is not happening. It's just that this has not brought to perhaps the attention of the commission. And if that is happening, I think encourage that people report these cases, and the Human Rights Commission is one of them. And I think you are trying to talk about if there isn't reporting, just in case. And I'm not saying that there is racism in Zambia, and I'm not saying that there is not, but I'm just saying if such acts of racism are happening and people have knowledge of those, I think the best thing they can do is to report to the relevant institution like the Human Rights Commission and others, including the police. But I think in some cases, like all other human rights violations, we find that when the people are not aware about where to go to report, you find that they don't get to be reported, and then they also don't intend it to be addressed. So I think it's very important, even as we are commemorating this very important occasion or this important International Day, we continue to raise awareness, remind people about this problem and encourage them to report. I think it's an issue sometimes of people not just having the information about where to go to report. So that could be perhaps one of the reasons that I could be talking about. And I think that's why the Commission on its part continues to educate the public on all their rights, and including the things that they must do and not do, those which are prohibited, especially like discrimination, which impairs the enjoyment of human rights by all people. So basically, I think it's an issue of us also addressing any such barrier which might exist, including providing the information about how people can go about reporting these violations when they occur. And I think in our case, we need really to go out there in the communities, talk about this particular issue, and allow people to also have the right knowledge and information, as well as the capacity to report these violations that may border on discrimination based on one's race.
Now, Mr. Mulumbi, we did see in the past on social media certain establishments were cited for practicing racism. I know you have mentioned that it didn't reach the commission, but in that situation, I mean, you have spoken just now about reporting such cases, but how does one go about reporting a case to the commission?
It's very simple. We have a toll-free line that is available for people who cannot physically come to the commission, to report, any cases of human rights violations, including discrimination based on race. And this is 8181. It's a free toll-free line, available on all mobile networks. So this has been one of the means through which the Commission has encouraged the public to, interact with the Commission, especially in view of, the COVID-19 pandemic, where people have had less opportunities to, physically interact. So we encourage people to do that. Where people are able, we also encourage them to come physically to our offices. And I think we have our offices, especially headquarters, near means of land. We encourage people to come, and people will be coming. And also we have in all the 10 provinces, we have people, we have officers, the provincial centers who are available to receive any complaints from anybody in the public and from the public. And we encourage that in some cases, even as the law has, clearly provided that where any other person is aware of, another person, being abused or having their rights violated, they can report on behalf of that person. It's not always the victim that must, report to the commission. I think the law clearly provides for any other person, even an association, can report on behalf of, those who are being, whose rights are being violated. So we also have, in the era of social media, we have our Facebook page, which is Human Rights Commission Zambia, which also is available for people to make their complaints or complaints known to the commission. So we've been trying to encourage people to utilize those platforms and avenues, the media, the talk-free line, and just having the physical contact with the commission bring those issues. Maybe also to have, yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mulumbi, for that. I hope people do take note of the toll-free line. It's 8181, you said, yes?
Yes, please, 8181.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for giving us insight into this particular conversation.